Alright guys, today I'm gonna ask you guys some questions about dating, specifically like interracial dating. So, first question, has anyone ever dated a girl outside of their race?
Yes.
I wouldn't call
Yes, girl. Yes.
Okay, Ian. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Ian, please elaborate.
No, don't give out any names or anything. Just
Yeah.
No names.
Well, at the
what
moment,
ethnicity?
I am talking and dating this one girl who is Puerto Rican. I would say majority of people that I've talked to are outside my race. And that's not because of...
That's not like self-hate or anything.
No, not at all. I love black women, especially my mother. My mother, like my biggest
Mama
support
Karen.
Well, we're talking about
Mama
dating,
needs.
so that's a completely different thing.
Shut up. Let me talk. But you know, it's just like other races are they're more open, I would say, because some black girls should get really stuck up and they're like.
We don't want to stereotype the whole race, but I understand what you're saying
Yeah.
from your experience.
Yeah.
Interracial at all. In any sense.
I said outside of your race, bud. Are they not grenading? So Jabbar, you were saying that you've dated someone outside of your own race?
No, I was just making sure the question was, but no. I've talked to girls outside my race. Like,
Can you just give us a little summary of those experiences?
like talking to someone outside of your race?
Sure.
It kind of depends on the race. I've talked to white girls,
Okay.
Native American, Hispanics.
Just go down the list, man.
Just
Go down the list.
I didn't know you had that much experience, but okay, man.
No, not at all. But it depends. It kind of depends on the personality. But I feel like if you're talking to a white,
Yeah, we don't want to categorize the race as a whole, but just from your experience.
From
Yeah.
my experience, it's weird. Like it's not,
Would you say, does race come up in the discussion?
I try and keep it out of the discussion because I want her to look at me as a person and not just like a skin.
But I feel what he's saying. I mean, it's a weird parallel. It's a weird dynamic in a relationship where there are two different races because for a while that seems like it's the only focus. It'll always circle around back to that, you know.
So Jabbar, would you say your experiences with women outside of your own, well, girls outside of your race, have been largely positive or negative?
Mixed results. Some have been pretty cool about it. Others have been not cool about it.
Did they ever call you the N-word? It was like, what?
Yeah, say a girl, this is open to all of you. Say a girl outside of your race that you're very interested into. You guys have been dating about, hypothetical. You guys have been dating for about, say, 2-3 months, and she just randomly goes, "What's up, Ma?"
See, you gotta like speak up.
Ian, going back on your point, have your experiences with women outside of your race been largely negative or positive?
I would say mostly positive because most of them are like accepting, but there's like the few bad apples that you'd be like.
That's with any race.
They make it a big thing, you know? What was that for? Oh my god! What was that for?
Stop crying and talk. Just talk.
I'm done!
Baby.
Alright, Kamal.
Shut
Alright,
up!
so like
Too
the
strong.
thing is when
Go
you
lift something.
it's like when you're talking to white girls, you kinda have to be ready for them to say, "Oh well, I don't date black guys."
Have you come across that on personal experience, or are you in fear of it?
That's happened before, but most of the time it's along the lines of you're cute for a black guy, because it's kind of implied that if you're black, you're ugly just automatically right off the bat, and it's kind of.
You really felt that way?
No, I don't feel that way. It's just like that's what people say, and that's what some people think. Like
That is true.
like what like when
Jabbar, do you have something to say about like girls thinking black people are ugly?
wasn't done, but okay.
You can go back to being again.
No, I mean, let me just say this. That's a very true thing. You know, there's this thing in Hollywood. It seems like the optimal African American woman that they like to portray in their films happen to be of a lighter complexion.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Think about Beyonce.
Jada Pinkett,
Beyonce.
Beyonce, Mariah Carey.
What about Lupita Nyong'o though? From 12 Years a Slave, Lupita.
See, they're even,
She has European features
Yes,
though.
that's exactly what they're saying. She has dark, beautiful skin. However, people are saying she has these European features, you know.
The small nose.
The small nose, the small lips.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's more or less they're just saying that it's impossible for a woman who has strong African American features to be considered beautiful.
I like the insight.
Name one dark-skinned actual star that's a woman. I can't think of.
I can only think of the one
I can only think of old ones.
Ride Along
Back in the
and
day.
Oh, right on.
the girl from Ride
No,
Along.
but she's
like a C-list
been in,
celebrity.
Like 5 movies and a couple shows.
She's on that Tyler Perry show that has.
She's like a C-list
I know, but
celebrity, bud.
She's not on the level of Beyonce
That's a good
or
Halle Berry.
like.
She doing her own thing.
Well, I know, but still, like
But
the point
let's
is,
get-
she won't. Even if she was as talented as Halle Berry, she wouldn't get the role because she wouldn't have the right look. If we're honest.
For being honest.
Being honest.
Okay, so would you guys say that a girl being outside of your race, like say you see an attractive girl, she's outside of your race, would the race factor alone be like a point why you wouldn't even approach her or try to talk to her? Like, would you assume that because... No?
It's
You
something
go
you
for it.
notice and you think about, but that's about.
But would
I
you,
mean, that
it
could
wouldn't
be a
hold you
later
back.
problem, but it's like,
It wouldn't hold you back from initially saying
It's
something.
not
No.
a problem if you make it a problem.
Yeah, you go
She
for it.
gon-
You
The
go for
thing
it.
is, hold up, let me see something. The thing is,
I
I
feel
feel
like
like,
yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
as a man or as a male, you shouldn't care because a beautiful woman is a beautiful woman at the end of the
So
day.
should a woman feel the same way? You just said as a man.
Yeah, you did kind of. So is it different for women, like in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's
Like
different. for
different
women.
how?
Like you said, as a man. So does that mean like it's different if you're a woman and you see an attractive man that's outside your race?
No. Because if you're
I
a
think
woman
it's
and if you like a man, regardless of his color, then you should. Go
Oh,
for
okay.
it.
Because you just said as a man.
Oh, you made it seem like nah. I didn't want to come off like that. Though.
Okay.
My fault.
You
fault.
cleaned it up.
Usually coming off the dome. I understand. It's okay.
I just,
Off the top.
There's obviously no script.
All right, do you guys have any closing feelings on interracial dating?
At the end of the day, if you're black, Asian, Hispanic, whatever you are,
If you like JG, he likes you.
if you like someone who's a different color, then go for it. You never know what he or she could be and what experiences you can have from that. Right?
Right.
They-
Ian, any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. Just be you, you know? Just let yourself live and you'll live for yourself.
Just let you be great.
Yeah. Greatness will come along. in
You
time.
don't doubt greatness, you witness it.
Yeah, this is gonna sound hella cliche, but it really is the person. It's not what they look like on the outside.
Personality counts.
Yeah, personality is most important.
Personality is most
honestly.
important.
And Anthony, just some closing thoughts on interracial dating. Would you engage in it?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Is that just the general consensus for all of us that no one is against interracial dating,
no.
correct?
There's really nothing wrong with it.
Some people have preferences where they say, I would only find myself attracted to a certain type of man or woman,
think
you know,
that's
since we're
stupid.
talking from different perspectives.
That's stupid.
You know, I don't necessarily think that, some people think that preference, you know, is a nice way of saying, hey, you know, I discriminate, you know, I only like white women, I only like light-skinned African-American women. You know, do you? But I would say if you really find someone attractive and you really enjoy conversation with them and you enjoy being around them and they're not in your preference, just go for it, you know. At the end of the day, it's about who you really connect with on a deeper level than just, you know, superficial conversation and just how they look.
And just the final. Okay.
Real quick, going off what he said, I think that if for the people out there who do have a preference of whatever race it is, that you're really like setting yourself short. Like if
Selling
that,
yourself
just
short.
selling yourself short. I'm sorry, I forgot to say. But like, cause like think about it. 8 billion people in this world, and say, for example, you're only attracted to a white girl. You just cut it, like the chances of finding like the one specific girl that you really want to like drastically.
All right,
I hope you guys caught what I'm trying to
I think
say.
Jabbar should
There's
have his
not
own
8
video.
billion women in the world. There's not 8
There's
billion people in the world.
It's a
So
lot.
I mean, it's about 3.
Actually, I think there are a billion
It was
people in the world.
hypothetical.
That was terrible.
It was
I
hypothetical.
mean, most.
Gentlemen. I think interracial relationships can be cool because I mean, like, if it's a white girl, like she can introduce you to being on time. You can introduce her to Martin,
She can
like stuff like that.
Such a stereotype.
Oh my god.
Maybe she can help our credit score.
You need to
You guys didn't like that? You really didn't like that?
Had my rant.